Kelsey Soby's here, and Kelsey,
Do you need some sunglasses?
I just got an estimate from the gold guys. They're willing to give you $4,000 for your jewelry this morning.
That'll be hard to part. I'm dressed up.
Bling bling right there.
I'm dressed up for the celebration. Are you ready for the celebration?
What, is it your birthday today?
Do you not tell Jason what the celebration was?
No, I forgot.
What is it?
Jason.
What is it?
We'll tell you later. Okay. Hi everyone, good morning. Let's get a live look at deer hunting. So in St. Cloud and Clearwater, where we have been single lane on 94, it's going to be moved aside today, but not until noon. So if you were hoping for it this morning, you won't find it there, but you will see it from today at noon until we get to town over near Woodbury, 494 at that junction. We have traffic moving right along. No trouble. One crash reported at this hour. That's 35 East southbound at University. No major backups yet as a result of that. Here's a look at Cedar Avenue, Minnesota River Bridge. Yesterday we had some lane restrictions on the southbound side, and today it looks like those cones, at least for now, are moved over to the side, so hopefully seeing any slowdowns for you there. Overall, the heavier traffic on Cedar Avenue during the morning rush hour is heading northbound, so really that southbound construction did slow some of you. Same today, but that crash here in the St. Paul area, it looks like we're not seeing any red around it, still seeing plenty of green out there. On the north side, we are seeing traffic levels building, 35E and 35W southbound, but so far so good. Some construction on 61 today that could affect your travels. I'll update that coming up in about 10 minutes. But right now, since it's 5:39, good morning, everyone. We are checking out the south side of town first, where things are just getting started. It's a really easy day on our roadways so far. I should knock on wood. I tried to knock on wood yesterday, and it actually was not successful. But yesterday, we had a relatively crash-free morning as well, so you probably didn't see any major delays in your neighborhoods. Right now, we're looking at the south side, Burnsville, 35W Highway 13, where at about 7 o'clock, you'll really start seeing some slowdowns. But since it's Friday, we tend to have a lighter traffic day. Here's a look on the west side of town, 494 near Carlson Parkway. When I used to be a news reporter down in Mankato, I remember in southern Minnesota, a lot of schools would get Friday off, the Friday of deer opening weekend, deer hunt opening. So maybe some of you will see actually less traffic as some people head out of town to get in on the action this weekend. Checking out 94 on the east side of town over by Manning Avenue. We do have that westbound traffic continuing to build as it heads toward the more metro area, the more central metro area, but doing so at the posted speed. But surrounding it, we are really seeing green. So I'm thinking we're going to be okay, at least for now, if we can get that cleared quickly. If you travel Highway 61, a heads up, we're going to see some lane restrictions starting at 7 a.m. It'll be just north of Hugo to 152nd Street and also between Buffalo Street and Highway 96. There's some lane restrictions that could make things a little bit slow going. All right, the time now is 5:52. Let's get back over to Jason and Don. On this Friday, and Friday does tend to give us a little break in the world of traffic. Plus, if some of you are taking the day off, maybe to head out of town and get all set up for the big deer hunting opener, then maybe we'll actually see a little bit less congestion than usual. But we do have a few situations out there. So despite the fact that 94 at Highway 280 is looking good and that westbound traffic is building, we do have a few situations out there that are going to really slow you down at this early hour. Here's a look at 694. So this is up in the northeast metro, but unfortunately it's right in that work zone. We're already single lane on the westbound side between Highway 61 and Highway 5. So a crash right in that work zone. We're seeing westbound traffic at a dead stop as you approach the area that it happened. It involves a semi-truck. So imagine this, you're stuck in a single lane construction zone, not much shoulder to work with, and the car involved, or the vehicle rather, involved in the crash is a big truck. So this could get messy. If you can avoid it for the time being, I definitely would try to do so. Now to 94, a little farther out east at Madison deer hunting, or go visit some relatives, or just take a little tour around town. You're going to find yourselves actually able to move a little bit easier through this work zone. We've been single lane between Clearwater and St. Cloud on 94 for a while now, and they're going to move that aside starting today at noon, and they won't put it back in place until Monday morning. So to make things a little bit easier for those of you traveling. Guys?
All right, thank you, Kelsey.
Good morning, everyone, and happy Friday to you. We're checking out 94 at Highway 25. This is up in the northwest metro near Monticello. We do see that eastbound traffic continuing to build basically all the way up from St. Cloud down into the cities, but overall no major slowdowns on this route. And the good news for those of you who will be hunting this weekend, that area on 94 where we're normally single lane between Clearwater and St. Cloud, those lane restrictions will be moved aside to make travel a little easier. They won't be moved aside though until today at about noon. Also, Minnesota State Patrol is doing Operation Blaze Orange today. State Patrol is ramping up enforcement on Highway 169, trying to keep an eye on those deer hunters heading out of town. So they're tweeting, as you remember to wear your orange, also remember to drive safely and follow those speeding restrictions. All right, to another spot in the Twin Cities area where we actually have some trouble already at this hour. The one crash we have being worked on during the morning rush so far, this is 694 westbound near Century Avenue. This is in the work zone, so we're single up here. This is where that accident is going on. So that westbound traffic starting to see the green turn to orange. You know that it's going to be stop and go at least right at that crash site. Hopefully it won't get too backed up, but overall construction zones and accidents don't mix. I'll have another update for you coming up in about, you're going to feel a little disgruntled as you make your way to work today because we do have a few crashes out there already, a few more than we saw yesterday by this time. Yesterday we had it pretty easy. 694 at Century Avenue, westbound traffic coming to almost a dead stop here. We have a crash that involves a semi-truck and it happened in that single lane work zone. So sort of a bad recipe right now. We do see that westbound traffic starting to get very slow going at 50th Street. So creeping toward that Oakdale area. Now looking to 35W County Road I, check out this southbound mass of brake lights trying to push southbound toward 694, but we have an injury crash near County Road H, I believe, just north of here, basically. And so this very slow going traffic will probably continue for some time as I'll have to deal with the people involved in that situation. Of course, we're hoping for the best for them. Here's a look at 94 eastbound near 35E. We have a multi-vehicle crash going on here. It is pulled over the side of the road and traffic moving by. It doesn't look like it's seeing many delays at this point, but we are watching this because this is a busy area in the morning right as you enter that St. Paul. Here's one of those I showed you in the jam cam, 35W just south of Highway 10. Also 694 westbound at Century Avenue, and it looks like even the eastbounders are slowing a little bit, probably just to check out what they see going on there. Those flashing lights can always be a little distracting. Highway 61, if you travel that route, be prepared for some lane restrictions just north of Hugo, between 152nd Street and then also between Buffalo Street North and Highway 96. If you're traveling this weekend, maybe you're going deer hunting, I have some good news for those of you using I-94. I'll have that coming up in the 7 o'clock hour. Guys, back over to you.
Thank you, Kelsey. It is 6.
Hi, everyone. Happy Friday to you. Typically on Fridays, we tend to see probably our best traffic day as long as the weather cooperates. But today, we have several crashes sort of scattered around the Twin Cities area, slowing a few of you down. Right now, we're looking down the south side of town, 35W and Highway 13. We had 2 different crashes down in the Burnsville area, one near Cliff Road, one here near Highway 13. Looks like the cars actually involved in the crashes maybe have been moved aside, but we are still seeing some backups. But relatively speaking, we're not seeing really any bigger delays down here than you necessarily would normally see on the southbound side, or the northbound side rather, on the south side of town on 35W. Looking to 169, this is in the southwest metro as you're traveling northbound, possibly from the Shakopee area up north to Eden Prairie. We do have a crash at Pioneer Trail, so we see traffic moving at about 10 miles per hour, starting as far south as Highway 101. And we have another crash. 94 traveling in the eastbound direction as you approach Highway 52. That's where you see these cars pulled over to the side of the road. Looks like Jennifer Brigham. She tweeted that she was just going to wait until all of this congestion cleared, and it's starting to a little bit, but it was a semi-truck crash basically right in a single lane work zone. So that's never a good mix. One look at our map for you. We're seeing the red start to pop up. A few construction things to note for the weekend. All of that coming up in about 10 minutes, guys.
All right, thank you, Kelsey. My.
His very own ballet shoes.
We got some size ballet slippers.
And the good news is these will also be used in a piece that we will be sharing with everyone in about 2 weeks.
Kelsey, cat out of the bag. Cat out.
These might just, I don't know,
Wow.
they look narrow.
Can you be delicate on your toes?
Like I can be delicate.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday to you. I'm Kelsey Soby. We made it to the end of our work week, and although we have quite a few things working in our favor in the world of traffic this morning, we're still seeing some slowdowns. I can see it because people like Melvin Matthews are tweeting that they have been stuck in traffic already at this hour. What do we have going for us? Well, it's the deer hunting opener weekend, so some people are heading out of town. I know in southern Minnesota, I used to work down there, and a lot of kids actually got the day off of school, sort of like a vacation day. So that could cut back on traffic a little bit. Plus, our weather's cooperating. That cuts back on traffic a little bit. Plus, it's Friday, which tends to be one of our lighter traffic days. But a few crashes have made a Friday feel more like any other day of the week during the morning rush. This is a look at 694 at Century Avenue. Still some traffic after a semi-truck crash right in that single-lane work zone heading in the westbound direction. Also a crash 169 northbound down in the Eden Prairie area. As you try and progress northward toward 494, you'll see those flashing lights and a lot of brake lights to match. Backed up all the way to Highway 101 down creeping towards Shakopee. We did just clear a crash though, 94 eastbound near Highway 52. We do see cars able to pull. We are seeing some heavy traffic coming in, but we're not seeing any really slow speeds yet. And we are going to have a break in the world of construction a little farther northwest on 94. I'll detail that coming up in about 10 minutes. Right now though, let's get out to M.A. Roscoe. Morning everyone, happy Friday. If you're heading out of town this weekend, maybe catching a flight somewhere, the good news is we have those flights going now to the East Coast. As of 2 days ago, we were running with LaGuardia Airport underwater. Yesterday, we finally got some of those first flights to take off from the Twin Cities to that area and finally getting some people home that have maybe been stuck in places and just Crazy stat. Monday, 8,000 flights were canceled because of the storm, but travelers are starting to move again. Challenging in the Twin Cities. We actually have had more crashes today so far this morning rush than we had during the entire morning rush yesterday. Weather related, just some random crashes here and there. Right now we're actually looking at a disabled vehicle stalled right in the middle of 94. That is never a good thing here at Johnson Parkway, so westbound traffic slowing as you approach that situation. Also 169 down in the Southwest Metro. We're looking at some backed up traffic all the way to Highway 101. So right here at Pioneer Trail, that's where we see that sea of red brake lights indicating the slowdowns are on. And to 94 White Bear Avenue, this is where we are seeing those brake lights going on. These people are approaching that situation today than yesterday, where we had two different crashes, one at 77th and 49th. But today now that heavier traffic pushing southbound starting in the New Hope area. On the south side of town, heavy traffic 494 along the Bloomington corridor. Really just on the westbound side, eastbound side looking pretty good. We are catching a break in the world of traffic in many ways, and some people are already heading out of town for deer hunting opener weekend. Some of you getting the day off. I know in southern Minnesota when I used to live down there, some kids actually got Friday off of school. Sort of like a vacation day, and vacation days do tend to provide better driving conditions. A reminder that we still have some construction going on around the area 52 and 94, and in the northeast we had a crash 694 westbound at Century Avenue, and perhaps you joined Jennifer Brigham as she tweets that she just waited until the congestion passed, and that was a good idea because we did get the semi-truck crash cleared away. Now the situation we're seeing here is really just heavy traffic related to the construction in this area, because this is where we are single lane between Highway 5 and 61, although we have started to see some of the eastbound side open up a little bit. Speaking of 61, we have some lane restrictions going on scheduled for today between 7 and 5 o'clock. We'll see those restrictions just north of Hugo to 152nd Street North, and also between Buffalo Street and Highway 96. And I mentioned those deer hunters. Those of you who are traveling 94, good news, we're moving away the lane restrictions here between Clearwater and St. Cloud. 94 has been single lane, but today at noon that'll be cleared away until Monday morning. Also a reminder, as a result of the big deer hunting weekend, Minnesota State Patrol is saying they will be out, especially in force on 169, the entire stretch of it through the state, watching for people who may be speeding. So keep that in mind, especially as you're down in the St. Peter area. I know that is a hot spot for pulling people over. So guys, everyone wants to keep an eye out for the speed restrictions.
Thank you, Kelsey.
Good reminder.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the Fox 9 Morning News. I'm Kelsey Soby. Happy Friday to you. We are seeing a few isolated congested spots out on our roadway, even though we have a few things going for us today, which would be good cooperative weather. We have the fact that it's a Friday, which is usually a easiest traffic day. And we have the fact that some people maybe are taking Friday off to go prep for the big deer hunting opener weekend. But right now, let's focus on those areas you might want to avoid. Here's Highway 100 at 27th Street on the southbound side. We do have a crash, not much of a shoulder to work with, so it looks like that far left lane of traffic and unavailable to you at the moment, so prepare for some slowdowns in this area. And to 94, we had a disabled vehicle right in the middle of the interstate at Johnson Parkway. Oh, I hope you didn't just run out of gas, because that just stinks. And the westbounders trying to pass by there having to put those brake lights on. We're looking now near the airport, Highway 5 and Airport Road. Keep in mind, if you're traveling to the airport this weekend, there is some overnight construction on Highway 5 near the terminals, trying to get some work done, some new towers put in, so always a good idea to allow yourself a few extra minutes in case those flashing lights distract you. And the flights now heading to the East Coast, but we are seeing some delays heading into LaGuardia, which just 2 days ago was still underwater, so be sure to still check those flight statuses. And speaking of those on the East Coast, they may be waiting in line to try and find gasoline, but here in the cities, we're enjoying some really cheap gas prices. It looks like the average close to around $3 in some areas. I'd say it gets a little more expensive on the St. Paul side. In the world of traffic, not a lot of big delay spots, but of course I'll be standing by and we'll have more for you coming up. The 8 o'clock hour, the Fox 9 Morning News begins.
But then it gets dark at 5 o'clock. That's the downside.
Thanks for bringing it down, Tom.
Debbie Downer, sorry.
I will enjoy the extra hour of sleep, though.
Yeah, that'll be nice.
Some of you may be wishing you had an hour to sleep today, but probably not the case, and that's why our roads are crowded as usual. It's the morning rush. Let's look outside. We bounced back fast from two different crashes down in the Burnsville area. 35W northbound. One was near Cliff Road, one was near Highway 13. We also had a crash on Highway 13 as you approach 35W. All that cleared away, just a little congestion remains, pretty typical from any morning, I guess, of the week. 494 westbound, some heavy congestion between Cedar Avenue over to Highway 100. No major delays, though. And we're looking at the typical congestion between the two downtowns as well. Now, on the north side of town, a few things that are a little out of the ordinary. One, we had a crash 35W southbound near County Road 10. It sounded like it involved some injuries, and those kinds of crashes take a little bit longer to be taken care of. Also, Highway 61, if you're traveling that today, MnDOT scheduled between 7 a.m. and 5 p.m. to restrict the lanes just north of Hugo to 152nd Street and also between Buffalo Street and Highway 96. So having a little bit of a lane movement and some cones in place can definitely slow you down. Northwest Metro Highway 100, you're seeing the backups here. So through Robbinsdale to Crystal, all the way down to south of 394, a little slower than usual, again, because of that crash at 27th Street. If you are heading out of town, maybe for deer hunting, maybe for some other reason, a nice break for you on 94, where we've normally been single lane because of construction between Clearwater and St. Cloud. Starting today at noon, MnDOT is going to move those restrictions aside and not put them back into play until Monday. Yeah! So that should make 3 cheers, should make it easier for those of you who plan to travel. It's 8:09, so let's get our loud weather. Hi, everybody. Well, today was a little bit rougher out on our roadways than we had yesterday, which is a little unusual since today's Friday. It tends to be a lighter traffic day. Plus, it's deer hunting opener weekend, so some people actually taking the day off and not adding to the mess on our roadways. But because of a few crashes, more than yesterday, we have seen some congestion. Right now, we're still trying to loosen things up on Highway 100 after a crash near 27th Street, so especially slow from Golden Valley southbound into the St. Louis Park area. Checking out 35E at County Road E, a crash here. We have a few people out on foot. One of those is a truck, and we just want to make sure we use a little caution as we pass by this area, but it doesn't look like it's slowing anyone down in any major way. Also, 94 westbound recovered nicely after a crash, or a disabled vehicle rather, just west of Highway 61. Became stalled right in the middle of the interstate. That's never a good thing, but we're still moving along, and that has been clear. Construction zone, but also because we had a crash earlier westbound near Century Avenue. That is cleared, but we still have some backups. A reminder that Highway 61 has some lane restrictions scheduled from 7 to 5 today, just north of Hugo to 152nd Street North, and also Buffalo Street North to Highway 96. To the Northwest Metro, good news for hunters or anyone else traveling 94 this weekend. What is normally a single lane construction zone between St. Cloud and Clearwater has been pushed aside, or at least it will be, by noon today, and then it'll go back into place Monday, basically just to make weekend travels earlier. Also, some news in the world of transportation. The Environmental Protection Agency finds that Hyundai and Kia overstated gas mileage for recent models. So something good to check into. It's big enough that this embarrassing blunder could bring sanctions from the U.S. government and millions of dollars in payments to car owners. And you can find more on that on our Fox 9 News app. It is 8:32. That is it from the world of transportation today. So let's get over to Alex.